Wow, December already.
I know, right?
It feels like just yesterday we were talking about, the start of fall
The
and
leaves changing.
yeah, all that stuff. And
And now look.
here we are in the thick of AI news.
Oh, yeah, it's a whirlwind.
And a bit of a busy month, right?
It has been, hasn't it? Every day there's a new headline, a new breakthrough,
It seems like it.
a new controversy even.
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep up. So that's what we're here for today.
That's right. We're doing a deep dive into all the big AI news from December.
The stuff that matters.
What you really need to know.
Yeah, what's actually going to impact you?
Exactly, because we've got a lot to cover today.
We do.
We've got news from OpenAI.
Of course. Always.
Anthropic is making waves.
They are.
Nvidia's got some really interesting stuff going on, and even some international agreements on AI.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's something we need to talk about because that affects everybody.
Absolutely.
So let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
First up is OpenAI and their new text-to-video AI, Sora.
Sora, yeah.
Now, this is the AI that can generate videos from text prompts, which is...
It's pretty mind-blowing.
It's incredible.
When I first saw it, I was like, no way.
I know.
This is like something out of science fiction.
It is. It really is.
But it's also been causing a bit of controversy lately.
Yeah, because of a leak.
A leak, but not by hackers, though.
Right. Not the typical kind of leak we hear about.
No, this was leaked by OpenAI's own early testers.
Like our own early testers.
A group calling themselves the PR Puppets.
The PR Puppets.
Yeah. Catchy, isn't it?
I guess so.
Basically, they're protesting how OpenAI's been handling this whole thing.
So what's their problem?
Well, they feel like their creative input is being used without proper compensation.
Like they're doing work without getting paid.
Exactly.
That's not cool.
No, it's not.
And there's more?
There is.
They're also worried about OpenAI's control over what they can share publicly.
So even though they're helping to develop this technology, they don't have the freedom to talk about it.
That's the issue. And it brings up some big ethical questions.
Oh, absolutely.
As AI becomes more powerful, as we see with Sora, how do we make sure the benefits are shared fairly?
Right. It can't just be the big companies reaping all the rewards.
And how do we protect the rights of the people who are actually creating the content that's feeding these AI models?
The artists, the musicians, the writers.
All of them.
Yeah, because their work is being used. But are they being recognized?
Are they being compensated?
That's the question.
It's a debate that's not going away anytime soon.
Not at all. It's only going to get more intense as AI keeps advancing.
So that's OpenAI and Sora. A lot to unpack there.
For sure.
But this whole tension between open access and corporate control...
It's everywhere.
...is playing out in other areas too.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Like with Anthropic,
right.
another AI company that's been making headlines.
Big headlines.
They just made their model context protocol.
MCP for short.
Open source.
And that's a pretty big deal.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
Like you're 5. Okay,
Because I'm not a coding whiz.
I get you.
I need the simple version.
Okay, so imagine MCP like a universal adapter.
Like the ones used for plugging in electronics in different countries.
Exactly.
Got it.
But instead of for your phone charger, it's for AI programs.
Right.
So it lets different AI programs talk to each other, share information.
Like a common language for AI.
Basically, yeah.
So what does that mean for, someone like me who's not a developer?
Well, it could make AI development a lot faster, a lot more collaborative.
How so?
Imagine you're working on a project.
Okay.
And you need a specific data set to train your AI model.
Okay, I need a data set.
Without MCP, finding that data set could be a real pain.
Like searching for a needle in a haystack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But with MCP, it could be much easier.
So it streamlines the whole process.
Yeah, it could be a game changer for researchers, developers, anyone working with AI.
So more open access, more collaboration. Sounds great.
In theory, yes.
But here's the thing.
What's that?
Amazon just invested billions in Anthropic.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
So are they genuinely embracing this open source approach?
Or are they trying to control it?
To me, it seems kind of contradictory.
It does, doesn't it?
On the one hand, you've got this push for open access, which is great.
Democratizing AI, making it more accessible.
But then you've got these massive corporations pouring money to these companies.
And they usually have their own agendas.
Exactly. So it's like, what's the real motive here?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is. And it's something we need to keep an eye on.
Absolutely, because the implications are huge.
Now, speaking of big companies and AI innovation...
Who else is up to something interesting?
Nvidia has unveiled something called Fugatto.
Fugatto, that's a new one.
It is, and it's pretty amazing.
What does it do?
It's an AI that can create incredibly realistic audio.
Audio.
Yeah.
Music.
Music, sound effects, different voices, accents,
All from AI.
all generated by AI.
Wow, that's impressive.
I know, as someone who enjoys making, short videos and stuff.
You're a content creator.
I am, and this is like a game
I
changer.
can see why you'd be excited about it.
The possibilities are endless, right?
You really are. What kind of stuff are you thinking of creating with it?
I don't know, I'm still wrapping my head around it all.
It's a lot to take in.
But just imagine, like, creating custom soundtracks for your videos.
Oh, yeah, without having to hire a composer.
Exactly. Or generating realistic voiceovers in different accents
That's cool.
without having to hire different voice actors.
It's like having a whole recording studio at your fingertips.
That's exactly what it is.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
It is. It really is.
But it's also kind of, like, daunting.
In what way?
Well, if AI can create all this stuff so easily, what does that mean for the future of human creativity?
Are we all going to be replaced by robots?
Not necessarily replaced, but it definitely raises some questions.
It does. It does. And it's something we need to be thinking about.
Absolutely. We can't just ignore these implications.
So we've got OpenAI, Anthropic, Nvidia, all these U.S. companies making big moves in AI.
What about the rest of the world?
Well, it's not just the U.S. anymore.
It's a global race now.
Exactly. And there are some other players emerging,
Like who?
like DeepSeek, a Chinese startup.
DeepSeek. I haven't heard of them.
They're relatively new, but they're making waves with their R1 model.
What's special about R1?
It focuses on AI reasoning.
Reasoning.
Yeah, so it's not just about generating content like images or videos. It's about AI that can understand and respond to complex questions.
Like problem-solving AI.
Exactly.
Interesting. So they're taking a different approach.
They are, and they're challenging the big players.
So it's not just a U.S.-dominated field anymore.
It's not. It's becoming much more global.
Which is a good thing, right?
I think so. Competition is good.
It drives innovation.
It pushes everyone to be better.
Exactly. And hopefully that means AI technology will become more accessible to everyone.
Not just concentrated in the hands of a few powerful companies.
Right. We want to see the benefits of AI spread far and wide.
Now, let's shift gears for a moment.
Where we go?
Let's talk about AI on the global stage, not just in the tech world.
Okay. What's happening there?
There was a big development recently with Biden and Xi.
The leaders of the U.S. and China.
They agreed to maintain human oversight for AI.
Human oversight, what does that mean?
It means that humans will always have the final say.
In what context?
Specifically when it comes to nuclear weapons.
Nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
It is. It's huge.
So they're saying AI can't be in control of nuclear weapons?
Exactly. There has to be a human in the loop.
Why is that so important?
Well, think about it. As AI becomes more sophisticated,
More powerful.
the stakes get higher, right?
Way higher.
If artists are concerned about AI taking their jobs,
Which is a valid concern.
imagine those concerns magnified when we're talking about nuclear weapons.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a whole other level.
So this agreement is a step towards ensuring that we use AI responsibly,
And avoid unintended consequences.
which could be catastrophic.
Absolutely.
So it's a relief to know that world leaders are at least acknowledging these risks.
And working together to address them,
Because it's a global issue, it affects all of us.
it's not just about one country or one company.
Now, back to the business side of things.
What else is happening?
Amazon's not just investing in Anthropic.
They're busy.
They're also teaming up with Databricks.
Databricks, what do?
They're a data and AI company.
Okay.
And together, they're making custom AI models available to businesses of all sizes.
Custom AI model.
Yeah, so not just off-the-shelf AI solutions.
But tailored to specific business needs.
Exactly.
That's interesting. So what does that mean for the average company?
The companies that aren't tech giants.
Right, the small and medium businesses.
This partnership could be a game changer for them.
How so?
It means they could soon have access to AI tools for all sorts of things,
Like what?
like personalized marketing, customer service, data analysis,
Even generating content.
even generating content, all powered by AI.
Wow, so AI is no longer just a luxury for big companies?
It's not. It's becoming much more accessible.
That's a good thing.
It is. It means more businesses can benefit from these advancements.
And hopefully it'll lead to more innovation.
So we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have. It's been a whirlwind.
We've talked about ethical controversies with OpenAI,
The PR puppets and their concerns.
open source initiatives with Anthropic.
And the big question of Amazon's involvement.
We've seen mind-blowing creative tools from Nvidia,
Fugatto, the audio-generating AI.
And we've discussed international agreements on AI.
Biden and Xi agreeing on human oversight for nuclear weapons.
It's clear that AI is evolving at an incredible pace.
Faster than ever before.
And it's impacting every aspect of our lives.
From the way we work, to the way we create, to the way we interact with the world.
So here's the big question.
Hit me with it.
If AI can already create text, images, and now realistic audio,
What's next?
what's next?
Right. It's hard to even imagine.
I know, it's mind-boggling.
But it's also exciting.
It is. It's full of possibilities.
Both good and bad, of course.
Of course. But that's why we need to keep having these conversations.
To explore the implications, to think critically about how we develop and use AI.
Because it's not just about the technology itself.
It's about how we shape its future.
Exactly, and that's something we all have a role in.
So what do you think is next?
I don't know. Maybe AI that can create entire virtual worlds.
Oh, wow. That's a wild thought.
Or AI that can design and build physical objects.
Like 3D printing on steroids?
Yeah, something like that.
The possibilities really are endless.
They are, and that's what makes it so fascinating.
And a little bit scary.
But mostly fascinating.
Agreed. It's an exciting time to be alive.
It is, and it's an important time to be paying attention.
To what's happening with AI, to how it's evolving, to how it's impacting our world.
Because it's not going away. It's only going to become more integrated into our lives.
So buckle up, folks. It's going to be a wild ride.
That's right, and we'll be here to help you navigate it all.
Breaking down the big news, explaining the complex concepts, and exploring the ethical questions.
So until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and stay tuned for our next deep dive into the world of AI.